Welcome back, everybody. Things are tied now as we go into this epic Zerg versus Terran with ByuL versus Maru. And the map is Vaani Research Station. Anything can happen here, Moonblade.
Anything can happen. I'm very excited for this one, Wolf. ByuL has beaten Maru a number of times before. He's looking one of the strongest Zergs in this matchup currently.
The most notable win in recent times, I feel, was his win against Maru in the Pro League Round 2 Finals, where he was able to beat him with a Mutilus Rush.
Yeah, that's right. I think Maru's kind of mixing things up then, trying to go for mech on King Sejong Station, I believe, if I recall the match correctly.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But besides that, yeah, he's been playing so good in this matchup. I'm always so excited to watch him play as EVT, and certainly not as EVP currently. He's been getting slaughtered in them.
So the predictions up here on screen, only Monday caster votes for ByuL, but I feel like the situation here isn't real. Like that voting score isn't really representative of how close this could end up being. Like, I bet every single one of us was really thinking about, is it going to be Maru or is it going to be ByuL? I went with Maru just because I feel like he's got more consistency in Pro League. But ByuL has taken games off him in the past, as you said. And
yeah, well, the last time these two met, Maru did take the win, and that was in GSL Code S.
Yeah, they've met 18 times, by the way.
Man,
9-9.
That's crazy.
50-50.
And not only that, but ByuL is coming off some pretty devastating losses, especially against Classic. So he's probably not in a great mindset right now. That's what I'm coming out. That's my theory, anyway.
Right. Well, I mean that's a pretty solid theory.
I like to think so. I'm no scientist there.
Well, Maru got a Grandmaster logo for a reason. Best Terran player in the world, tied with Hero in first place, 13-4. A negative record versus Zerg though this season.
Yeah, how about that? He did lose to ByuL in his last Pro League match against Zerg.
Look how many times Maru's played ace matches, 7-4.
Oh man.
Like, ByuL is 4-0 in ace matches. Maru has played 7 more ace matches than he has.
Insane. Absolutely insane.
So the players that Maru is playing against, 11 of them are the best players from their opponent's team, right? So I mean, this is an elite Terran, the best Terran in the world.
Well, let's see what he can do on Vaani Research. Are we going to see mech perhaps once again from Maru or never again?
We'll have to wait and see, Moonblade. The game is starting. Let's jump into it right here, right now. The top in yellow. CJ, it's ByuL.
In the bottom for Jin Air, it's the Terran player, Maru, the best in the world. Has dabbled in mech in recent times, but not too much. This is a godly map for the mech, but I get a feeling that we might not see it.
Yeah, I agree, because do you really want to mech against someone who beat you last time you tried? 80-20, by the way, in fan votes.
Wow.
Do you want to try this against somebody who killed you when last time you tried it against him? When your team is tied?
No, probably not. They really need this win. They need Maru to solidify this. Because the next match is also pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
It's a dangerous one. Hero versus Rogue after that, so... And it is on Deadwing as well, so, I mean... Maru has to win this.
Very important. Barracks first. No CC first like some of the Terrans who've been playing a little bit earlier today.
Yeah, so we're just going to see that Reaper opening.
What you expect to see. Maru having some wrist pains. Known for that. Having that kind of pain in the early game and kind of battling that as many Terran players do. Always the Terrans that get the wrist pain.
Yeah, they're the ones that have the crazy APMs and the hard multitasking more than most.
Just micro in fights is something that they have to deal with. That Protoss and Zerg, they have to micro in fights too, but not as much oftentimes. especially in the Terran versus Zerg matchup. The Terran has to micro the most out of any matchup, I feel, just to split against those banelings.
Yeah, that is true.
Is ByuL going to take the gold base?
No
Looks
way.
like it, man.
No way. What? What? He is. Man, this is crazy.
He's got a plan, and he went pool first, mind you. So
Man with a plan.
we didn't even really talk about that. Pool first is kind of crazy.
Yeah, well, we see it now and again, but it was pool first, then a quick gas, and then straight into gold.
And it's like Maru
SCV.
expected it, man. He went straight there.
Wait, I see. Now
This is a weird start to this game.
We threw down just a bunker.
A bunker? I think he's thinking about it. Yep.
There we go.
There it is.
Bunker, sent up a couple of Reapers, and you got a lot of trouble on your hands. He's going to have speed out eventually, probably before that hatchery would go down, but still pretty interesting situation. We don't know. We don't get to see that many games where the gold base is taken this early on against a Terran.
Yeah. Well, he's going to go and harass this Reaper first, and he's going to fall back to the bunker. Should actually be fine. The 4 Lings don't know about the bunker yet, actually, because the hatchery isn't done, so...
Well, he'd certainly see it at least. Like, he'd see the building.
I think ByuL's in a lot of trouble. How is he... He's going to have to make a ton of Lings, which is going to mess with his drone count. He can't mine from this base, which he's committed so much to in this early game. And now Maru is just going to be able to continue to build units, and I guess a CC in just a second. Oh, that needs to be raised!
Oh, Maru.
Oh, my God. Well, this could make up for it.
That is ugly. He should be okay not taking too much SCV damage.
You know what? Actually, I'm not... if ByuL micros well, he could do a ton of damage because he's making a reactor right now, and that takes forever.
Reapers are coming back there, and here they are. If speed finished it just a little earlier, maybe he could have ran around, done a little bit more, but everything will get cleaned up. The one big shame is that he didn't get much more damage done to that hatchery, or maybe even the drones. And now Lings with speed are going to be controlling the map, and ByuL in a pretty comfy place.
Yeah, but he did commit a lot to Lings. The thing is, the gold base makes up for it, I feel.
Yeah, that'll give you such a boost now that it's getting turned up.
Especially because Maru's CC is so late. It's a super late CC because he committed to that bunker, and he went factory before CC. That base, of course, is going to be vulnerable to Banshees somewhat, and I think that's what we're going to be seeing next. If he doesn't get a Spore up over there, he could have some trouble because the creep is definitely not going to be there. Lings are trying to come and catch these Reapers. Maru wants to get one. Kamikaze scout off here first. I think that will happen.
Yeah, maybe looking for a little bit of damage, or at least pull the Lings back so he knows where they are and can move out with those Hellions.
He could split the Reapers to check both base locations. He doesn't know where the third is at this point.
Oh, Lings have found him.
Gets up. Actually just doing so much with these. So there's the split I was looking for. Gonna scout the bases at the outside expansion, not the natural.
So he pretty much knows where everything is. And Hellion Banshee going to be the follow-up with Cloak, mind you.
I like the Cloak. If this is unscouted, or if ByuL just simply doesn't make blind turrets, I think this could do a lot. Okay, scouts it though.
Yeah, perfect scout. Sees it all.
Spores immediately.
Yeah.
Ooh, Hellbats though.
Wasn't expecting that. And this could do a lot of work because there is not much else besides these Lings to defend against everything.
Yeah. Overlord going down, but did plenty of damage. And ooh, good scout here on this scan.
This
sees very few. He sees very few workers here. You know, that's something to keep in mind.
Yeah. But he did also scout the main, and there was no real gas mining either. And there's going to be a Spore Crawler and 3 Queens, and a lot of Lings to defend against this many Hellbats.
No Banelings though. And Queens are going to be the key.
You could just go for the main, and then the Queens kind of are not a problem anymore.
Well, this Banshee is definitely going to help out as well. Look at this, fighting away from the Spore Crawler. Now that Banshee needs to be microed, though. Got targeted by those Queens, but just barely gets out of vision for a second. Now he's on top of the Queens with these Hellbats. The Lings, of course, not getting involved at this point because they just simply do not want to fight against these Hellbats. The Queens, though, doing their work, and this is a very patient fight here from ByuL. I think he should be able to hold.
He should be able to hold, but he's going to be taking a lot of damage, a lot of economic
lost mining time.
Yeah, lost mining time, and so many Lings have been purchased.
I do like the way he handled that, considering he had no banelings. His micro was really good.
Yeah, we should have had banelings, right? Like, he should have really invested in a baneling nest so he could clean up that potential attack. Deciding not to, though, just relying on queens and lings.
Maru doesn't have much of a follow-up yet. Like, he's gonna need to take some time to build up an army. These Hellions on the map, only 4 of them, likely to get surrounded. Good control. Loses 2, or gets 2 surrounded. Does lose them.
And it's still a pretty ugly trade. And those lings are 1 shot away from death.
I think ByuL needs to take this time to drone up heavily because there's no army on the map that can really kill him right now.
Except for this Hellion run by could do something. These lings just went out of position. And they're lining up.
Yeah, he just did not follow them. He didn't know where they were, I guess.
Kind of just fled from him, and now it's really awkward position. Awkward trade.
God, yeah, and the Banshee is actually getting some work done as well in tight position. Look at this, it's always getting behind the minerals. Finally gets cleaned up. But ByuL is down in Harvesters. This should not be the case. Oh boy, he doesn't want to take this fight either. Gonna do it just the same. Ouch.
That is... The amount of lings he's made over time here is just ridiculous.
And
like,
how many he's lost too, right? Like on top of that.
This is the reason why there's like no drones in this third base, and he's behind in workers. Not because he's lost some, but because he just never had a chance to make them, because he never had a hard counter to like Hellbats.
Yeah. He's got a counter now, but it's much too late. 5 Mutalisks on the way. Turrets are already up. Several of them. So, kind of a shaky transition here for ByuL. Does have a lead in supply, and the gold base has made up for some of the lost Harvesters, but I think his only really saving grace is that Maru hasn't moved this third base down. Because I feel like if he had the third base down there would have been almost nothing ByuL could have done, even with all those lings with Hellbats on the map.
Nice. Drone kills there. Maru, that remaining Banshee.
Yeah, 2 of them, 15 kills total between the 2 of them. Killing drones, killing lings, killing what have you. 11 on this one. 5 on the other.
Maru just going to that 5 racks, bio mine, minivac style. Going to secure that third base, and he's looking pretty good to catch up in economy. Oh, Mute is going to do a little bit of work early on. Stim is done there.
This Banshee's still alive. It's incredible.
Ooh, not for long.
Dead Banshee.
Dead Banshee. A couple of Vikings coming out, actually. I like this. Kind of gives you a little bit of an anti-air boost while the mutas are fresh.
Yeah, it's a cool little buffer. If you're indecisive with your Mutalisks, you're just going to be taking that range damage. And they do okay against small counts of Mutalisks damage-wise.
Pretty exposed engineering base, too, mind you. Like, they're not covered by the turret. So if the mutas got up to a pretty scary count, like around 10 to 12 or 10 plus, like, he could snipe 1 or 2 of these engineering bases pretty quickly.
He actually could be doing it right now, I feel, but now he's killed a refinery, which is nice, but more potential for damage was there. This is that cool Viking zone out, though. You can just kind of hide behind the turret, bait the mutas in.
He got 2 mutas for that. And, yeah, it'd be good if he didn't expose it too early on that weakness is there. Like, wait until you have enough mutas to actually take one down. Because if he tries to attack it now, Maru's like, oh, okay, I'll just have to make some turrets there.
Well, he did end up losing those Vikings, and he's going to go for it. Look at this Moonblade.
Oh, man, he's going to get it. Looks like Maru's just going to commit across the map.
Wow. This is, seems pretty desperate from Maru.
Well, yeah, I guess he got +1 finish, so he's like, well, I'll just settle with this for now, get into a good position while this is happening.
The armor is on the way. He didn't kill the armor.
Ling run by into the third base as well. He's going to do a lot of damage.
Already a lot. Could do more. Yeah, there's plenty of banelings here. There's 24.
Well, here we go. Got to split pretty well.
The Widowmine shot does not go off. That would have been huge. That could have been a game changer. This one as well, not very good. And he gets cleaned up. Easy peasy.
Yeah, that was a true beatdown. Down 30 supply.
Uh-oh, 2 banelings, and he's not paying attention.
Ooh.
6 more kills. Almost got some Marines, too, and a medevac goes down meanwhile.
Maru kind of falling apart at this point. He's lost all momentum. And he didn't find any sort of damage, no economic damage whatsoever. 4 bases, 1 being a gold base. ByuL is in a perfect place right now. Just the only thing he could be getting a little bit more of is creep spread.
He's going to finish this eBay off. +2 armor just finished before that happened, but still try to solidify that lead. His upgrades themselves, ByuL's are pretty behind. So killing these eBays almost just kind of puts him even. It's not really putting him ahead. But that's just one more advantage, or rather one more advantage Maru doesn't have. I was going to say that the ByuL has, but Maru does not have in this case. So adding more turrets. Vilas are always just roaming around. An interesting scan there. I guess maybe trying to see if that gold base is mined out yet. It's worth attacking. Big group of Lings looking like they're getting ready to attack this third base. They're actually spotted though. This is good for Maru. He's got a drop. Looks like a Widowmine drop. Yep, to the left side. Coming across here. Sees the fourth. And ByuL continuing to commit now. Going to kill a turret. And actually might get some add-ons here. It'll affect the production quite significantly. And here we go.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was worth it.
Yeah, hard to say. I mean, it didn't do too much.
7 kills on drones.
It wasn't like the Terminator game where the game just ended.
Wasn't a GG Widowmine drop.
The first one was just GG. This muta count's getting awfully scary at this point. It's so many on the map. 22 currently, and with that pocket natural, it's just so hard to defend that Maru's kind of in a stuck place right now. Kind of looks like he's just waiting for that +2 attack before he makes any move on the map. Nearly maxed out as well.
Looks like he's just going to do one final push. Look how many turrets he's adding at home. He's just going to leave these turrets and maybe a few Marines and then just kind of try to do an all-in. eBay's going to go down here, but he doesn't care about that right now. Oh, going to catch some Banelings. That's always nice. Splits away from them. Very good trade there for Maru, killing some of those Banelings. ByuL has so much money, though. Look at his Baneling count. He's making 34 more.
Oh,
37 more.
All he knows is he has to just shut this attack down, and he's essentially won the game because Maru has no fourth base behind this. He has to make it work. All right, here we go.
Widowmine doesn't go off on the left side. Baneling hits here, though, pretty weak in general.
So many left over there. Currently sitting at about 48 Banelings. Got a lot to work with, a lot to trade while they're on creep.
The creep right here is so thick. Marauders at the front trying to tank that damage. Excellent splitting here from Maru.
I don't know if it's enough there.
Not enough. It doesn't look like. There's just too many Mulas almost here to finish the rest of this off.
Yeah, they essentially will.
Yep. It's gonna be a nasty trade, but it's enough. Is it?
Yeah, it is.
I think it is. He actually can just kill this. He's being a bit timid here. The reinforcements aren't here yet. 11 Mulas more on the way, by the way.
Yeah, remaxing on mutas and Lings. He's gonna maybe avoid many Banelings. Why not? You know, he's up so many bases. Well, one base, but so far ahead in economy right now.
Oh, that Widowmine hit was really good, and another one.
Well, that's a game changer. You
can't take
hits like
mutas.
that.
Yeah.
You cannot take Widowmine hits like that on all your Lings. There's just no way.
Maru's only redeeming factor in this game is his army. He still just doesn't have enough to continue the push. His gold is mined out.
Mined out. He's taking his fourth base now. Here we go again.
And this looks like it might be enough Banelings to actually push this back. He's splitting what little he has. The Marauders at the front not able to fight the Mutalis. He's bringing those Marines up. Wow. Such an even trade, but Maru can't be taking even trades at this point. He needs something more than that.
He's down 50 supply.
Yeah, he's got his fourth base up. He just dropped a ton of mules there. He's got +3 on the way. It's very far behind, but that base is so vulnerable. No turrets ready yet, and he's gonna have to evacuate. So much mule time being lost here. I mean, mules themselves might actually die.
Yeah, he's gonna really put the Terran army back, and nothing defending this dirt either.
He's been skimping on these turrets so hard because of the situation he's been put in. That Widowmine got sniped. It was so hard to see, but it didn't go off. Really careful control here by ByuL.
Oh,
that's not good.
12 Lings going down to that Widowmine. This is kind of a scary commitment from ByuL. He's got to be very careful how he's engaging with this.
Yeah. He's got +3 on the way. He has Hive.
No carapace? What's going on?
I must have forgotten it.
Yeah. +3 attack for mutas, +3 attack for Lings. No carapace. Carapace is probably the one thing you would want above all else.
It's very important. These Mutalis are, again, enough to keep Maru back. But once Maru has +3 and a maxed out army, which he can eventually get here, and you look at his scan, he's like, oh, you don't have bases. I can come back here. This is doable.
Definitely doable.
Oh, this is a scary part, though. This many Mutalis marauding around the base. Only a few turrets.
You're going to wreck so much production.
Imagine if he had Banelings to roll into the base now while this army is getting out of position. While he's making 15 more. There is an army nearby to defend. Maru just wants to get maxed out one more time and take a fight.
I don't think ByuL's going to let him do it very easily, though. Not with these mutas just constantly flying around. You might need to set up some Widowmine traps.
Yeah, there's no overseer with these mutalists, actually.
Put down 3 Widowmines in a position near one of these exposed bases, and you could just win the game off those hits.
There's enough airspace back here to where these mutalists are free, and they will be able to escape. But this is a cool scan. It's just like, are you still there? He's just going to keep scanning. Scans this to see if there's a hive. Does see that there is one.
Yeah, he does see it. He's like, oh, man.
Okay, he's going to do that push before he's maxed. He just can't afford it. He can't wait any longer.
Yeah, not against the hive Zerg with this kind of army. If he goes for a lot of ultras, then you're in a lot of trouble.
Plus, he's going to have 3/3. The Lings already have +3.
Looks like we're going to see a massive counterattack from ByuL instead.
This could end up being a base trade. Unlikely, but it's possible.
It'd be a lot worse off for Maru if it is, though. There's a pretty big bank for ByuL.
All right. And also, he has a lot of mutalists. Mutalists the best unit to have in a base trade in all matchups. So
if he can get rid of the 2 mining bases from Maru and turn it around and go from there, maybe try and clean it up and go for a remax behind it. Perhaps with a lot of ultras, like he could just win the game.
All right, let's see what he's remaxing with. 3 more ultras on the way. +3 for his mutalists about to finish as well. Plus his ultras upgrades. Okay, these Banelings are all clumped together here. Oh, wow, he's so timid, actually. He's going to run up the ramp, and you never want to be up the ramp with all your Banelings like that.
Well, if it's going to force the Terran up the ramp like this, maybe it's a good choice if he gets the ultras out, but some of them are hatching in that 3rd base.
Yeah, they're actually going to come out in a bad spot. Here they come.
Yuck.
Oh, look at that target one. Doesn't get the second one, but it's very low.
No transfusion for it either, so it might as well just die. Bit of a waste of supply there.
Maru's going to have to lift his buildings soon. Oh, no, all those Marauders getting some great trades with the Banelings. He's going to have to start lifting his buildings, though. Like, I don't know why he hasn't yet.
Yeah, this is kind of an interesting situation. I think ByuL could just wait at the back of this base, maybe even the pocket natural, just build up this ultra Baneling force. And from there, while these bases are getting traded out, like, eventually ByuL should be able to win with this.
Well, he can fly his mutalists back as well. But if Maru doesn't escape with any buildings, it's not going to matter. Well, I guess it's not necessarily true because there's no drones on the map.
Well, there are some at the gold base.
Okay, there are some at the gold base, yeah. They're just mining that gas still. That's the key. If he didn't have those, I'd be like, well, this is a much scarier game, but...
Maybe Gary's going to deal with the lost command center on the map.
Oh, Baneling traps here, too.
Oh, I love this. So smart.
Okay. This is a really close game.
There's no scans left over either for these Baneling traps, so he has to commit to them.
Does he even have a CC?
He doesn't have a CC anymore.
Not even a single one, and not enough money to build one either. The army you see from Maru is the last one you're going to see.
And he could even lose all his buildings. But it looks like we are going to see the mutas turn back.
Well, they might think about just killing the buildings after after he's being revealed here. They're like, oh, okay, you've only got like a few buildings left.
Yeah, but I didn't like these buildings flying towards Maru's army because once they get on top of them, like, it's going to be hard to eliminate Maru. That way you might just have to fight the army. And you don't want to be doing that. So it is running pretty thin at this point. And
no, where are the Widowmines? There's just not enough.
Not enough. And a lot of these Marines out of position, so we're seeing a big commitment down the ramp. Got to be careful, though. Can't commit everything.
And those buildings are getting close to that army, so they're actually going to be linked up. How many Widowmines are left? Are there any left? One.
One left over.
I think it's like at the pocket natural, too. It's not with this army.
Oh, it's at the, like, 4th base down bottom left.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I see it on the mini-map.
Another Ultra going down for free.
You just keep fighting with mutalists and then using their regen. That's what you should be doing. I don't think you should actually try to fight head up.
+3 mutas, by the way. Like, he's in a good place.
You just keep fighting the mutalists like this. Pick off a unit here and there. He's like trying to make a turret.
He's getting rid of so many of these Marauders, too, just by sniping. 2 more Ultras about to pop out. He might want to commit now. Here we go.
Here we go. The turret can actually give him a bit of a wall. It's just not going to matter. Way too much Zerg. Maru slumps in his chair. He knows it's over. He knows that's it. GG. ByuL takes the win, putting CJ in a very scary place with Hero next up to bat.
Oh, man. The ace player going to be going up against Rogue. It's all on Rogue to defend. Otherwise, it's going to be over and no ace match.
Ooh, Maru, man.
Maru.
Putting us in our place where all 5 of us saying Gil's got this. Monday caster had faith.
Yeah, man, the Monday caster knows it all. Man, what a game.
What a game indeed.
Big games tonight.
All right. Well, Rogue, it's all up to him now. He's the last man standing. He loses. It's over. And CJ will take a much-needed victory here as they're in 7th place currently. And I'm just kind of speechless. That was a great game. That was kind of out of control.
That was out of control. Yuri versus Rogue. It's got to be on Deadwing. That's not a good map for Rogue, man. That's kind of scary situation for Janetta to be in now. Rogue, you might have a plan for Hero, and Hero has been dropping games, especially last week to Yonghwa and Departure. But that gimmick won't happen again. It won't work again.
Yeah. It's not going to happen. I'm wondering what Rogue might try to do here. Like, what's the plan going to be? It's a tough game. Like, Hero is probably pretty thirsty for a win as well.
Yeah, no doubt about that. He wants some redemption.